Well, Senator, that's a good point. I mean, a lot of the narrative, I think, that's coming out of Washington, at least to outsiders like me, is that there does seem to be an issue where Congress either isn't asserting itself on a lot of issues or is being blocked out on a lot of issues, particularly when it comes to monetary policy and some of the criticisms that we've had of our Federal Reserve Chairman. And I wonder, how do you think that should be addressed? Obviously, the president has the ability to voice his issues, but it's ultimately Congress who the chairman reports to.
It is Congress the chairman reports to, and I think what I would suggest is that we do absolutely need, it's important to our system, it's important to markets, that we have an independent Fed. And a chairman of the Federal Reserve Board does not serve based upon the policies of an administration. He is nominated by a president, confirmed by the Senate, and then is independent in so many ways of all of us. But again, that's important so we don't make economic and monetary decisions based upon the politics of the moment about the next election. It's got to be about not only today, but the long-term future of the United States economy and the jobs that are created based upon decisions that are made at the Federal Reserve.
So do you think that the criticism that we've seen from the president already to Chairman Powell, the weighing in on policy decisions, do you think it's already had damage on the credibility and independence of the Federal Reserve?
Well, I can't tell that that's happened, and I'm pleased with the response that I've seen to date of Chairman Powell. I don't know the answer to whether he should or shouldn't meet with the president. I don't have enough wisdom to know the answer to that question, but I think it's his judgment call as to whether he should do that. But I think that the reaction generally by Congress has been supportive of the Federal Reserve and its independence, and I think that Chairman Powell and the Federal Reserve Board has reacted appropriately to whatever that is. I mean, whatever that pressure is. I would say, I mean, historically, every president has tried to influence the Federal Reserve. It's the nature of that job. But the question is that pressure such that a chairman has no ability to avoid the consequences of the pressure? And that's certainly not the case here, and it ought not be the case with any chairman of a Federal Reserve Board.
Thus far, as, of course, a member of the legislative which can oversee what is responsible in some way to the Federal Reserve, do you feel that he is doing a good job thus far, Chairman Powell?
I do. I mean, I'm going to also have, disagreements with any Federal Reserve chairman or the policies of the Federal Reserve Board, particularly the Open Market Committee. That's the nature of these jobs. But again, everything that I've seen with Chairman Powell is the way he has conducted his chairmanship at the Federal Reserve is something that I find appropriate and necessary for the nature of, it's not regulating the economy, but making certain that the policies that are in place limit inflation and create jobs.